एग्जाम था, तो उसके इंटरव्यू से एक दिन पहले मैं आई और मैंने इस तरह किया, मैंने कहा फराज कल से तहज्जुद खत्म, क्योंकि कल तुम्हारा वीजा लग जाएगा. And the next morning, and I told him, I go, Fraz, agar visa lag jaye, you call me, agar nahi laga, message me. And I remember I suffer from panic attacks, so mujhe itna severe panic attack hota, and there was a message, and I understood he never, his visa got rejected. 13 years in Beacon House, not a single student has been rejected for America, but my son, got rejected. Mera beta 6 feet tall hai, ye wo, sturdy, and when he came home, I remember, he goes, Mom, kuch kare. I said, just a mic karke, don't worry, bas I'll get you to America. Ek hafte baad usko phir se apply kiya, he got rejected. I sent him to Karachi, he got rejected. Send him to Karachi again, he got rejected. Finally, I said, tried one last time. He got admission in IBA, udhar padha tha, but he wasn't happy. He goes, Mom, main first semester baad chhod ke aa jaunga. I go, tum aa jana, it's okay. Because I used to counsel our students, I knew there was, bacche depression mein jate, so I was scared. I go, just leave it, just enjoy yourself in IBA for one semester. He applied for the last time, और जो visa interviewer था उसने उसको कहा कि अच्छा, give me a second. So my son thought, yes, this is it. लेकिन he came back, he goes, better luck next time. My son was completely devastated, ये वो. लेकिन I just want to say, when I left, when I went to leave my son at the airport to Karachi, he was completely, it was one of the worst, I think, day of my life, because he was really upset. And I looked at him and I said, Faraz, isme behtri hai. And he looked at me, he goes, Mom, don't say that. I go, tumhari wajah se, main tahajjud guzar ban gayi. Because at that moment, I always felt that God didn't like what I said. I still believe that. I was only praying for something so worldly. So us din ke baad, I never left tahajjud. So what happened was, every night when I used to get up, I used to tell Allah, कि अल्लाह मियां मुझे पता है कुछ तो होगा, मैं उठती हूँ कुछ तो होगा, और मैं इतना करती थी because my son was brilliant in studies. So and I knew he was upset, and my just हर माँ की जिंदगी revolve करती है around kids and husband. So I was that sort of mom as well. So fast forward, he was in IB, he got admission in University of Miami, and we were really happy because बस अब मैं वापस आ रहा हूँ. He left IB, लेकिन मसला ये हुआ कि जब उसकी scholarship आई, we had to pay $20,000, which was impossible for us. And I go, okay, Fraz, call them up. हमने financial aid के apply किया था, and I am not lying or exaggerating. So we called them up and they go, sir, sorry, this is it. So I kept on telling Fraz, I go, हो ही सकता है. Remember at that time thinking, यार मैं रोज तहज्जुद पे 6 महीने हो गए हैं, हो ही सकता है. And I kept refreshing the financial aid package. मैं बार-बार कर थी because that was the deadline. Fraz goes, Mom, आप क्या कर रही? I go, no, Fraz. And refreshing it, I think I did it for 10 hours non-stop. And after 10 hours, all of a sudden that financial aid package went to $0. And I am not exaggerating. I can't even tell you कि मुझे आज तक समझ नहीं वो क्या हुआ. Fraz, we were really happy, हो गया. लेकिन अब एक टेंशन थी कि वीजे का क्या होगा. उसका वीजा 5 times reject हो चुका था. Fast forward in March, in the same month in April, he'd applied to Qatar, Carnegie Mellon. And he goes, Mom, mera ho gaya. So I go, Fraz, ab aap America bhuja, go to Qatar. Lekin what happened over there was ke, again, uska jo aid tha, we had to pay a lot of money. And he went into appeal. And when he went into appeal, unhone hame balke Fraz ko $1,000 per month de diya. So this is what, this is about faith. Aap itna Allah pe yakeen rakhe. At that moment, there were 2 things I could have done. I could have gone into sajda and said, Allah, मैंने इतनी नमाजी हूँ, मैं लोगों की help करती हूँ, why did you do this to my son? सच्ची बात बताओ, मैं 1 second के लिए अल्लाह से खफा हुई थी. मैंने कहा, अल्लाह मियां, why? Of course, my son was so devastated. लेकिन at the same second, I said, Allah, forgive me. And I believed in my prayers so much. और हकीकतन मैं इतनी excited होती थी हर रात को कि पता नहीं अल्लाह ने आगे क्या रखा हुआ है. So your faith is so important, whether it's a business you're starting, जो मर्जी आप करें, आपका faith, not only faith, आप हकूकुल इबाद आपके कितने हैं. I try to help everyone. I hardly sleep at night. I write a lot on social media, so there are women who message me at night, asking, मैं कभी ये नहीं कहती हूँ फल्ला क्या यार. जितना helping is not only financially. Helping is psychologically. I'm not a psychologist, but I've counseled so many students and now I do it. I don't take money. मैं किसी को अगर सुनना है 1 घंटे के लिए मेरा क्या जा रहा है? कोई मुझे कहेगा मैम कुत्ता घूम गया, बिल्ली घूम गई, फेसबुक पे डालते. I do it. One day my sister said, तुम क्या कुत्ते बिल्लियों के स्टेटसेस डाल रही होती? I go, so what? क्या फर्क पड़ता है? But if it's helping someone, it doesn't matter. You सक्सेसफुल लाइफ में बच्चों याद रखना, इट्स नॉट योर हार्ड वर्क, ऑनेस्टली इट्स नॉट. अगर आप लोगों को लगता है कि आप लोग 4 GPA ले रहे and you've made it, that is absolutely not it. You have to be a good person. You have to have faith in Allah. You have to, you have to have that dedication. You have to have that motivation. ये मत समझो कि कोई आपसे बेहतर है या या आप किसी से बेहतर हो. It's all about walking in the right direction, walking in the right track. Life has so many ups and downs. I've had so many students who had 8 A stars in O levels, and A levels में they just disappear. And बाद में पता चलता था, they had serious psychological issues. क्योंकि इतना pressure parents डालते थे, अब देखिए कौन नहीं successful होना चाहते? We all want to be successful. Who doesn't want to be successful? लेकिन मेरा कोई A level का student ऐसा नहीं है 13 साल में जो कि successful नहीं है. There was one student who repeated A levels 5 times because he wanted to get into a certain college. Eventually, after 5 years, his status came. I won't say the college's name because दुनिया छोटी है. Ma'am got into this. लेकिन he worked and he's happy. So it's not always about, कि जो माँ बाप कहते हैं जरूर उसको सुनो, जरूर करो. लेकिन you have your own life as well. You have to communicate with your parents. You have to let them know what you want. दूसरा जो सबसे ज्यादा मसला आ रहा है हमारी यूथ में, it's about the communication gap. बहुत मैं इधर ऑनेस्टली आप लोगों को देख रहे मैं कह सकती हूँ 40 to 50% of you students are in depression. I can honestly say it. इतना है. The depression has become so common and the reason is क्योंकि आपकी communication ही नहीं है पेरेंट्स के साथ. You don't communicate with your parents. अच्छा जी क्या कर रहे हैं बच्चे, कमरे में सारा दिन है, अब्बा रात को आ रहे हैं, अब्बा का अपना टाइम है खाने का, बच्चों का अपना टाइम है खाने का. No one's communicating. पेरेंट्स की भी गलती है, बच्चों की भी गलती है. अगर पेरेंट्स नहीं कम्युनिकेट करें, you kids, I'm sure you can communicate. It doesn't matter, कोई बड़ा छोटा नहीं होता. अगर आपने कोई गलती कर दी है, go and say sorry to your parents. Vice versa, if your parents have done something wrong, there's nothing big in a parent coming and saying sorry to you. You have to communicate. बहुत सारे ऐसे बच्चे होते हैं who want to maybe do business, arts, become a chef. So I recently met someone in Murray, my husband's in Murray. तो वो कह रहे थे आपको पता है मेरा बच्चा क्या बनना चाह रहा है? I go क्या? He goes chef, and he started laughing. I go so? He goes chef. He goes मैं जो भी, and he goes मेरा बेटा chef. But if that is his passion, that is what he wants to be. What is the big deal? पहले तो होता था doctor, engineer. That's it. लेकिन अब नहीं. My daughter's done her degree in business ad with psychology. My one son is doing it in finance and my other is in CS. कोई डॉक्टर नहीं बना. जब भी अलोक करता आपने किसी बच्चों को डॉक्टर नहीं बनाया. I didn't want them to be doctors. Honestly, I didn't because it was, you don't have any life. So I wasn't that, तो आप अपने पेरेंट्स को कन्विंस करो. Successful, to be successful, entrepreneurship, it's not only doctors, it's not only engineers, it's not business, it's going to be something so different. Be a good human, yaar. But if you want to be successful at something, yaar, be a good human. Help those around you. आप में से कितने लोग होंगे जिनको पता नहीं होगा कि आपके साथ वाला is undergoing through so much financial stress. कितने लोग हैं, who I get just supposed to nurse से या पास who can't pay the educational fees. आप लोगों को तो पता भी नहीं होता है. कोई आप में से एक हफ्ता गायब हो, आप में से कितने लोग होंगे who will worry for that student. मुझे परसों किसी ने मैसेज किया, बहुत बच्चे मैसेज करते हैं मैम फला बच्चा है, he was my student 2 years ago, वो गायब हो गया. आई को कहाँ गायब हो गया? he goes मैम नहीं उसका कोई अता पता नहीं है. जब उसके बाप को कॉल करते हैं वो कहता है कि कभी कहते हैं कि शादी पे है, कभी कहते हैं वो सॉरी मैम वी थिंक इट्स अ मिसिंग केस. एंड आई गो बेटा ही इज अंडर अ लॉट ऑफ फाइनेंशियल स्ट्रेस. आई नो दैट. डू यू नो दैट? उनका नहीं मैम हमें नहीं पता. I go, that's the thing. Please find out. Don't think just because you see a smiling face. एक बात याद है, जो सबसे ज्यादा हंसते हैं ना, वो सबसे ज्यादा दुखी होते हैं. ये बात याद रखना. Honestly, I've seen it. In Bikanas, I've seen it. Those students who used to laugh out the loudest, they had the most pain inside them. उनके घर में बहुत ज्यादा abusive environment होता था. ठीक है? A lot of you suffer because you have, आपके माँ बाप हर वक्त लड़ते रहते हैं. There's so many problems, abusive environment, extramarital affairs है, बहुत सारी चीजें हैं. लेकिन I'm sure you guys can get up and talk to your parents. मैं जब स्कूल से आ रही थी, so I was counseling this student. उसके घर में ये प्रॉब्लम है कि माँ बाप आपस में कम्युनिकेट नहीं कर रहे और घर का माहौल इतना स्ट्रेस हो गया कि बच्ची कह रही I just want to leave, I just want to run away. और मसला कुछ नहीं है, बाप भी विलिंग है बात करने के लिए, माँ भी विलिंग है बात करने के लिए, लेकिन जब वो साथ बैठते हैं they just don't want to talk. You know, so in life to be, you know, successful, you know, तुम कुछ भी कर सकते हो, लेकिन if the happiness is not there, it's not. यहाँ पे कितने लोग होंगे जो कि सोचो, you know, बंदे क्या सोचेंगे, maybe your dad is the most successful businessman of Islamabad, लेकिन is he happy? That is what's important. हमने क्या करना है पैसा को? Honestly, what's money? Money आज है, कल नहीं है. You know, but if you are happy, if you are content, I might be happy with 1,000 rupees, someone might be happy with 10,000 rupees, and for someone maybe a lakh, or someone के लिए करोड़ कुछ नहीं है. Lekin the thing is, how happy are you? How content are you? How successful are you? Do not measure success by money. Do not measure success by power. अगर इंसान का पता करना है, दो चीजों से पता करते हैं. जब उसके पास दौलत आती है, और दूसरा जब उसके पास क्या आता है? Power आता है. ठीक है ना? If a person cannot, you know, control themselves or their, you know, behavior when they have money and power, then that's it. I'm sorry, you're not successful. You know, जिंदगी में बहुत ups and downs होती है. You know, your friends undergo through so much. You know, I knew someone. मेरा एक student था जो कि, you know, his parents always used to fight. तो वो he used to cut himself. You know, वो अपने आप को लेता था. And उसके इतने सारे marks थे, इतने सारे marks थे. So I asked him once, I go, what's your problem? तुम क्यों करते हो? He goes कि अम्मी अबू हर वक्त लड़ते हैं. He goes, my father is one of the most successful doctors of Islamabad. And my mother is also one of the most successful of Islamabad, right? And she goes, lekin har waqt, and to the world they're known as the most wonderful couple, the most loving couple. He goes, lekin ma'am, ghar mein jo hota hai, I cannot even tell you, I can't even concentrate. You know, it's so sad. तो उस पैसे का क्या फायदा है? उस माँ बाप वो जो कमा रहे हैं, माँ बाप औलाद के लिए कमाते हैं ना. What's the use of that money if your kids aren't happy? You know, it's so sad. I mean, in Beacon House, I can't, not in Beacon House, har jagah. I have so many people, you know, I'm like, तकरीबन समझो 200 cases per month आते हैं मेरे पास, जिनमें से 90% are those of abusive marriages, you know, and kids who, और फिर of course 10% वो है जहाँ पे बच्चे जो है माँ बाप की बात नहीं सुनते हैं, बदतमीज हैं, you know, they don't want to listen. लेकिन I personally have always been of the thingy के बच्चे बदतमीज नहीं होते हैं, बच्चे बच्चे होते हैं. खैर आप लोग बच्चे नहीं, आप लोग अब बड़े हो गए हो. लेकिन the thing is कि respect is both ways. You know, recently मैंने पढ़ा था कि किसी ने कहा कि my mother is so toxic. ये एक नया लफ्ज है, ठीक है, toxic. My mother is so toxic, so toxic. तो लोगों ने कहा माँ कैसे toxic हो सकती है? लेकिन it's true. You know, some parents, I'm not going to use the word toxic. I think it's too strong. लेकिन some parents do give a hard time to their kids. They don't understand. लेकिन छोटी छोटी बातों पे, जिस तरह मेरी बेटी आई थी, मैंने उसको कहा मिनाल 10 o'clock is curfew time. वो कहती थी हाँ फराज दानिश के लिए तो 12 बजे, मेरे लिए क्यों 10 बजे है? You know, so I told her, I go, it's not because you're a girl, it's because हालात नहीं ठीक है. You know, so you have to have that communication open, friendly. माँ बाप के साथ दोस्त बनो. मेरे बच्चे, I have no friends. You know, my kids are my best friends. हर चीज उनके साथ शेयर करती, they share everything with me. So even if they'll do something wrong, they're going to call me up and tell me, Mom, I think I've done this. You know, अपने parents के साथ, your parents are everything, yeah. That's why you're sitting here. You know, your parents are paying for you. You know, they want to see you successful. So आप अपनी communication आपके parent के साथ खुले रखिए. Tell them what you think is wrong. Tell them what you think is wrong. And most important thing, please be good individuals. Help anyone you see. You know, just मैं उधर थी, I was in America and I remember Ramadan था and मैं ना groceries लेके निकली और इतना सारा सामान मैंने ले लिया था and घर थोड़ा सा दूर था and this he was I think Turkish or पता नहीं कहाँ, Moroccan बंदा came running towards me and I got scared. I was like, oh my God, ये क्या करने लगा? And he goes, can I help? And I looked at him. He goes, please, it's Ramadan. I want to help you. And he, you know, helped me carry the stuff right thing. Pakistan में no one would do that. Pakistan में no one would do that. क्यों? Why? You know, अच्छे इंसान बनो, successful बनो, जिंदगी को enjoy करो. And depression, please come out of depression. Depression is a thing. Of course, you need to see a doctor, psychiatrist if you really are in depression. There's no denial to that. लेकिन you know, अपने आप को भी एक अच्छा इंसान बनाओ, अपने आप के ऊपर काम करो, you know, and remember there's a fine line between depression and sadness. Not everyone who is sad is in depression. So you need to know the line between that. ठीक है? And I think they're saying my time is almost over. So I just want to say मैं topic से थोड़ी सी हटी थी because you know I talk a lot about faith and all that. But एक चीज याद रखना. I just want to end it with this. If I could find good in my dad dying, trust me, हर चीज में हर जिंदगी में हर स्टेप पे अल्लाह की कोई ना कोई बेहतरी होती है. कभी कभी आजमाइश होती है. And आपको कैसे पता चलता है वो आजमाइश है? अगर वो चीज आपको खुदा के करीब ला जाती है वो आजमाइश है. ठीक है? So when you're in a difficult situation, call out to him. I swear he listens. I'm telling you, yeah, it's a miracle. And if any one of you is undergoing a problem जो कि हल नहीं हो रही, pray tahajjud at least once in your life. Wake up, pray. You know, everyone is sleeping at that time. खैर आप लोग नौजवान हैं, आप लोगों की रात ही सारी वो आप लोग जागते होंगे. लेकिन still around about 4:30, get up, 2 नफल सिर्फ पढ़ने, call out to him, tell him your problem. Trust me, it works like magic. People ask me what is magic. I said tahajjud is magic. ठीक है? And I wish you the best of luck. जिंदगी में अच्छे इंसान बनो, माँ बाप की इज्जत करो और दूसरों की कदर करना सीखो. और कभी ये मत समझना कि आप लोग किसी से ऊपर है. Everyone's the same. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now I would like to call Ma'am Sarah to come on stage and present sheet to Mr. Khan.
How do we stop? I don't know how to stop. As in, no.